Hey everybody, what's going on? Another nice day out there, but they're spraying like hell above us right now. Probably going to end up with a bunch of storms coming in here now, or just completely covered for the next 3 months, like they did during the winter. Anyway, folks, I went and made some records request for my court case that's coming up on the 29th, my pre-trial. Uh, but I went and I was asking for some records requests from the courthouse and from the police department. Now, right now, I just did this a couple of days ago, and I turned them in both the courthouse and at the police department on the same day. Now, 2 days later, the courts call me and tell me they got everything ready for me to come down and pick it up. Now, I want to tell you what I asked for, people, from the Mahoning County Court, number 2. Um, Now, this is because I'm acting as my own lawyer. I have the right to this information, even if I wasn't doing my own lawyering. Uh, Public records, everybody has a right to them, and they don't get to decide who gets what. Um, the first thing I wanted from them, there was 4 things I asked the courts for. First thing was the recording, whether it was video or audio recording of my arraignment on 4/1/21 at 3:30 p.m. in that courtroom. I wanted a copy of everything that was recorded, so I have proof of what happened in that courtroom, or what was actually said. Number 2, I asked for, because I had an FBI personnel pull up my record on what Mahoning Township or Mahoning County was saying happened on my arraignment. That's when I found out I wasn't. I thought I was out on $1,300 OR bond, but the FBI told me I was out on a $1,500 OR bond, and that I pleaded not guilty on the night of my arraignment. That's because that's what the courts put in on their computer systems, is that I pled not guilty, even though the court records prove that I didn't, that the judge made all the decisions that night. Everything but I gave up the right for an attorney. He made the rest of the decisions and claims I made them. Now, this is an obstruction of justice, people. I don't care what you know. It is a fact. Look it up. The other thing I asked for, the third thing, was I wanted a copy of the oath that the Judge Hauser swore to when he took office. The reason why I want that is because I'm sure somewhere in there it says he will not practice law from the bench. He can no longer practice law as a judge. He cannot do it, and he most certainly cannot sit as my judge and my attorney at the same time and answer questions for me. I never gave him the right to answer questions for me. He took that on his own. But the fourth thing was I asked for an explanation for the judge practicing law from the bench. And what I mean by that is because the judge is no longer allowed to practice law, he most certainly cannot do it from the bench. And if he does, it's an obstruction of justice. Okay, so, and I've signed it, and I had it dated for the day that I took it in by the courts. They made a copy and dated it and everything for me, so it's definitely a court record. These are, I got 2 or 3 things, or actually 2. I got a copy. They did fulfill the copy of what their computers say. It's in the house. I didn't bring it out here, but it just basically states that I pled not guilty the night of my arraignment. Then they also give me this, folks. This little thing right here. Now, see, it says CD. I thought DVD. I tried to run it in my computer. It wouldn't run in the computer. And I realized that it's a CD recorder. It just does audio. So I took it out, and it was showing no data on the disc when I put it in my computer. I take it out, stick it in my car CD player, shows no data. There's no data on this disc that's supposed to be the recording of what happened in court. Do you see the kind of games they want to play, folks? Now, and here's the receipt, because they made me pay them for this blank disc, and they made me pay them $5 for it. $5 for one blank CD disc. I could go buy 100 of them for $5. That's the kind of crap I'm talking about in this county, folks. This shit is not right. They running me around now once again because they don't want me to have that recording of my arraignment, because it proves exactly what I said, obstruction of justice. Now, tomorrow I will go back down there and I'll have them stick that thing on a computer and show me, play it on something and show me where there's any data on it. And we'll have to go from there, but it's ridiculous, folks. I'm sitting here, I'm getting to the point, I've got a stack of papers already that I'm having to deal with that over bullshit charges, over me not wearing a mask because I can't wear a mask. And all this stuff being trumped up on me by Boardman Township police officer Steve Dubas. And they're going to keep pushing this and pushing this until, they have nothing. They have nothing to go on. And they're going to fight me tooth and nail because I'm throwing the law up in their face. People, they don't want you to know the law. That's why they don't teach you the law. They don't teach it in schools no more. They don't want you to know the law, and then they can turn around and look at you and say, ignorance of the law is no excuse. You should have known the law. Well, they don't want you to know the law, folks. Because if you do, then they're going to give you blank cartridges. If I had a lawyer, I guarantee you that wouldn't have been a blank one. But they think they can get away with it with me. Well, they're not going to get away with it. I'm going to get a recording of that. I'm going to get that arraignment recording one way or another. If I got to go through a higher court to get it, I'm going to get that recording of that arraignment. Now, the stuff I asked for police chief here in Boardman Township, we'll see how much of that I get too. I bet you he does the same thing. Him and the judge probably sitting around having a beer tonight laughing about it. Hell, we didn't give him shit. We even charged him $5 for a blank disc. They think they're so funny. And they think this is my first rodeo. I expected them to give me exactly what they gave me, nothing. That's what I expected it. They haven't given me anything yet. The damn Boardman Township Police Department, I've filed harassment charges, nothing. I filed a complaint on that cop, nothing. No internal affair investigations, nothing, folks. I've asked for information on several officers. They give me wrong names and shit like that, people. That's what Boardman Township does. And they think this is all legal. They think what they do is legal because you guys don't know the law. Not because I don't know it. You guys don't know it. This is all your fault. You allow this to go on in your township. Just like Gerard used to allow them damn photo radar tickets. Well, that ain't happening no more. Guess we can see what else we can get stopped that's going on, that's corrupted in this state of Ohio. And there ain't one law enforcement officer in this township or this county, or as far as I'm concerned, in this state, that does their job. Not one Boardman police officer has looked into any of this. They're all taking Steve Dubus's word for it. All of them. All of them are backing their brother in blue. All of them. So, let's see where it goes from here, folks. They keep thinking they're going to keep running me into dead-end streets and that nothing's going to happen. All I'm doing is giving them enough rope to hang themselves, where I don't even have to do anything. They're going to do it all. They're going to do it all, and they're giving me all. They're laying it out. Jesus is telling me, do it in this step. Boom, 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 boom. This is what they're going to do. Boom, 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 boom. And this is where you're going to be able to take it once they do all these boom, 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 boom. Because they're going to keep hanging themselves more and more. Nobody's going to stop this. They're going to just keep hanging themselves and hanging themselves more and more. And they think they're just going to walk. That this is all just going to happen with no recourse. Well, where's my remedy, people? Where's my remedy? Boardman Township. Where's my remedy? Mahoning County Courtroom, criminal court judge. Where's my remedy? You know what that means? Well, I'll be back down there tomorrow, folks. I'll let you know what happens after that. But the games are still being played. You can't get nobody to do their jobs. Everybody's going to be dereliction of duty. Everybody's going to be obstructing justice. Everybody just, they all keep breaking the laws, but they're trying to convince everybody I'm a criminal. They keep breaking the laws, but I'm the criminal. Just blows my mind. Ain't a righteous man in this county. Ain't a righteous man in this town, period. I said it before and I'll say it again. There ain't one. Because if there was one righteous person that was involved in law enforcement or even an attorney would have stepped up and looked at some of this evidence and looked at it's a big-ass railroading and would have stepped up to help. But no. There's nobody in this town cares about justice. Why you think you see all these signs around town? Justice for Ronan now. There's justice for Cody. Justice for... They got these signs. Oh, there ain't no justice in Boardman Township or Mahoning County. Out here letting these stores put up signs that violate your rights and stuff. Allowing stores to discriminate against you over your disabilities, and they're backing it. Well, it's your town. It's your county. If that's how you like it ran, I ain't going to be here forever. I get all this shit straightened out. I won't be in Boardman Township much longer, that's for sure. But you guys just keep letting them do it. Just keep letting them do it. Nothing's going to change. They're just putting them chains on and just tightening them up a little tighter on your wrist and your ankles so you can feel them again. Because if you don't know the rules, there are no rules for them. They can say anything, do anything. Is that what you want? Because that's what you got. May God bless us all, folks, because that's the only way out of this. And make no mistake, God really does love you, and so do I. No matter what you do to me, or try to do, because you ain't done nothing yet. And you ain't going to be successful in any way, shape, or form with this. You're going to have to try something new. Like planting dope or planting something, dead body in my car or something like that. That's what you're going to have to do, folks. Good God. Have a good one, folks. Till the next day.